this is the second time doing this, so this is the case of Amber Tuccaro. Amber lived in Canada in Fort McMurray. Her mother was Vivian Tuccaro, and her son, at the age of 11 months, was Jason Tuccaro. As far as I know, there is no spouse or significant other. Before she went missing, she had plans of going into Edmonton, a big city, with her friend, and she got a little excited and decided she was going to hitchhike there instead. She disappeared on August 18th of 2010 and conveniently called her brother, who at the time was in prison. And because he was in prison, this phone call was recorded for legal reasons. And because me and you have already listened to it, I'm not going to play it again. But I will still edit it into the final version of the podcast.
Where are we by?
We're just heading south of Beaumont, or north of Beaumont.
We're heading north of Beaumont. Yo, where are we going? No, this is a... Are you kidding me? You better not be taking me anywhere I don't want to go. I want to go into the city. Jeez. Yo, we're not going into the city, are we?
We're going.
No, we're not.
Yes.
Then what are these roads going to?
50th Street.
50th Street. Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Yo, where are we going?
50th Street.
50th Street.
50th Street.
Jeez, right? Just over town.
Travel.
In the call, you can hear her talking to someone that, according to her brother, she did not recognize. She was eventually put on missing persons after a day. However, she was removed after just 1 month, despite the fact that no one actually saw her. This upset her mother, for obvious reasons, and so her mother fought for another month to put her back on.
Wait.
And the reasoning for the... Well, okay.
Wait, hold up. So they only had her on there for a month?
Yeah.
Bruh, that is not long at all.
The reason for waiting an entire day before marking her as an official missing persons was, and I quote, this is what they said to her mother, was, well, maybe she's out partying and she will call or... I couldn't find exactly where her and her friend were staying. They were staying outside. They weren't home, is all I know. And wherever they were staying, all the evidence was collected. But remember, she was taken off the missing persons list. The evidence that they had is either returned or destroyed. Amber's remains 2 years later, on September 1st, in a rural property of Leduc County by horseback riders. This happened 4 days after the audio was released. And the scary part is, she was only able to be identified via dental evidence. So something I hadn't found before, or last time we tried to record this, was that several women had actually mentioned a suspect, and the RCMP looked into this, but decided he wasn't a suspect. And the reason these women had reported him was because these women he was acting fairly strange, and they decided not to go with him.
In the same area that her body was found?
That I don't know. I'd assume so, because otherwise, why report someone if they're like 5 pounds over?
What specifically caused him to not be a suspect anymore?
That again, I don't know, because there was no information given of the suspect. We don't even have a name for this person. We just know that he was reported to have acted strange towards these other women, and they didn't get in the car with him. But other than that, we don't know.
And the story still stays true that, you know, she wanted to go north and he was going south,
Yeah, in the audio call, you can hear that he says that they were going south, and then corrects himself saying they're going. So police, or at least a majority of people, believe that he had messed up when he wanted to say he was going north, but actually was going south.
And again, still free, not caught.
Yeah, that's the scariest part. Is this crime is still completely unsolved. And there is fairly recent, so there's a very high chance he's still out